What's up, Sneaky Nation? Sneaky P here, back with all of the news after week 1 of the preseason. The Jacksonville Jaguars fell to the Miami Dolphins of a score of 28-7. Definitely not the way we wanted to start things out, but we kind of knew this was going to be a tough year. Obviously, right now, people are just fighting for roster spots and then even their spot on the depth chart. So we're going to have a lot of changes before the regular season actually happens. So let's go ahead and take a look at some news around the league. We can look here. Kerry Rhodes signed with the Washington Redskins. That's pretty interesting. And then Matt Khalil got injured for the Vikings. That is not good for them at all. Let's see. Daniel Thomas, well, we knew he got 2 touchdowns. Let's see. Richard Seymour signed with the Saints. Nate Clements will go to the Rams. That's kind of interesting. They have a pretty nice secondary as it is. Anyway, let's just go across. Now, as you can see, I have some trade offers for Maurice Jones-Drew and then Mercedes Lewis. Let's check them out. And again, I don't know if I'm going to trade them. Just kind of want to see what's out there. So, 3rd round pick from the Bengals, 3rd round. 2nd round and a 7th round. However, the 2nd round is next year, but this 3rd round pick is from this season. And then this is next year's draft as well. I don't know if I want to wait a full year to get another pick, so I doubt that's going to work out. 4th rounder, wow, that's kind of lowballing, and I don't even understand why they would want it with Tate and Foster over there. That's kind of a weird trade for them. As we look around here, 2nd round, we have a 1st round pick offered to us from the Oakland Raiders, but that again is the 2015 NFL draft. 2014 draft is going to be the one following this season. That's what I really would like to have, mostly because I can try to start building from there. I don't want to wait 2 seasons to start really adding players to my roster. The Panthers, again, 2015. Chris Culliver in a 7th round pick. Another weird trade as they have Frank Gore there, as well as a lot of running back depth behind him. Now, the Falcons are offering us their 2nd round pick for this year. One thing about 2nd round picks is if I don't see anybody I like, there's a good chance I could trade it for a 1st round pick the following year. So that could kind of come back around anyway, and at least I'd have that option. So that's the best trade as of now. However, the Cowboys are probably going to be worse than the Falcons. So a 2nd round pick from the Cowboys is the best offer on the table. And as we go around, I think that might end up being the best offer on the table, the 2nd round pick from the Cowboys. So I don't know if I want to accept it yet. Let's kind of see. Let's see what offers we're getting for Lewis over here before making any decisions. Alright, let's see, 3rd round pick, a 2nd round pick from the Rams for Mercedes Lewis. Now the problem is it's 2015. Again, I don't really want to wait that long. And another thing, like I said previously, it's the same thing with 3rd and 2nd round picks. If I got a 3rd round pick in the 2014 draft, if I don't find somebody that I like, sometimes teams will offer you a 2nd round pick the following year, like a round ahead. So I could always take that 3rd round pick and eventually turn it into a 2nd round pick, potentially, if I can't find a player that I would like. So that's an option. Again, 2nd round pick, but that's 2015. Now this one's interesting. 2014 4th round pick and a 6th round pick, and then a 6th round pick the following year. That one is a little bit more intriguing. Now I don't know if it's as intriguing as the 3rd round pick, but I can add 2 players this year potentially if I decide to keep both of those picks. Now I'm going to have to really do a good job scouting to make sure I get the best players available. But that's pretty intriguing right there. Something to consider. Again, 4th round. Alright, so 3rd round pick for this year with a 7th round pick from this year. That one's pretty interesting. And again, another 3rd rounder this year. And here's another 4th, 6th, and 7th rounder. Now, I don't get this. Oh, but that's all this year. Okay. And considering the Bucs do not have a great team, they could be fairly high into the 3rd round and or into the 4th round and so on. So that's an interesting trade there. 4th and 7th. Now this one gives me a left guard, but I kind of signed a guy who's just about that good. It's not going to make too much of a difference. Here's another 4th, 6th, and 7th rounder, all for this season. So getting 3 picks for Mercedes Lewis, I might have to take one of those. That's pretty interesting. I am not going to accept either of these trades now, however. I'm going to wait and simulate one more week. I'd like to hear what you guys think. What do you like? Do you think I should make one of those trades or what? Let me know in the comments. Let's continue to look around here really fast, kind of see what we might need to do. So look at the free agents now, see if anybody was cut that piques our interest. Moss and Osmo still have not signed anywhere. And I'm really concerned about my secondary right now. I'm not going to lie. They definitely had troubles after 1 week going against the starters of the Miami Dolphins. They just got burned Dustin Keller had that touchdown, I believe, in the third quarter where he was just wide open. Nobody was even near him. So that's something to kind of keep an eye on as well. I really don't see anybody standing out to me as some guy who was cut. That usually kind of happens around the third and fourth week of the preseason, though. That's when we'll kind of see some bigger names become available. Right now, I think we're just going to kind of have to tread the water with what we have and hope something happens. One thing I did do, I did this part off camera, is after I went into that game last time, and some of you probably already knew this and I just wasn't aware, I changed my strategy to a 3-4 defense, right? Well, the playbook for the Jaguars did not have a 3-4 set, so I'm switching it up to a 49er playbook. I know they have a 3-4 set, so now I can start using that on defense. Again, our personnel's not really there, but our personnel's not there for a 4-3 defense either. So I'm definitely going to have to make a lot of changes over the course of this year. And it's going to be tricky considering I'm not making trades myself. Like I said, I'm really going to, I don't want to play that game where I just trade all my players and get all my picks and get good players. Like, I'm not doing that. The only way I'm making a trade is if it is offered to me. Part of me putting players on the block is they offer trades to me and so on. So that's going to be the strategy. As you can see, Matt Scott actually led the NFL through the first week of the preseason in passing yards. Now, that doesn't show you that he threw 4 touchdowns, but that's kind of irrelevant. Let's just forget about that. And outside that, you know, it doesn't look like too much has really happened. Anything else down here? Now, see, part of me wants to, like, maybe make trades for players on the trade block. I don't know how I feel about that. Let me know. And the only way I would do it is if I have one chance to offer a draft pick, and that's it. Like, I can offer a draft pick, and if I either get them or I don't. Neither of these guys really interest me, but I'm just thinking down the road if somebody does show up there. If I were to try to get them that way. Let me know if you guys think that'd be fair. I don't know. We'll kind of see what happens. But anyway, that should be all for this video. These are obvious, like the stats. I didn't really show too much of the stats. I will be getting into the statistics during these videos once the regular season starts, but preseason is not a huge thing to me. So I'm just going to hold out on that. But anyway, when we come back on the next episode, we will have preseason game week 2 against the New York Jets. Definitely going to be an interesting one at MetLife Stadium. Guys, thank you so much. If you enjoyed this video, let me know. Leave a like, comment, and I will see you guys next time. Later.